Rates. What is your record on the school board and how does that qualify you for a seat in the General Assembly?
We've had a lot of success on the Newport News Public School Board together with the board. We have graduation rates that are up to 93%. Our dropout rate is less than 2%. We have increased our career certifications. We've gone from 1,000 to 3,000 that were earned by the last graduating class. I'm very proud of our expansion of summer learning for our students. When I first got on the board, we had about 1,000 kids getting into summer learning programs, and now we have 7,000 students in our summer learning programs. So I think it's really hard for anybody to say that we haven't done a really great job on the Newport News School Board. I've been very disappointed to look at the statistics that my opponent has been using to attack the school system. The fact of the matter is, new standards of learning tests were introduced in 2011, 2012, and 2013. So you can't compare statistics from 2015 to 2013, which is exactly what they're doing. So, all of our schools were accredited when I first got on the school board. Then with the new tests, the test scores fell all throughout the state of Virginia. And the state superintendent, Steve Staples, liked to say, our kids didn't get dumber. The test got harder. But as a school board member, we embrace increased rigor, increased academic standards for our kids. And every year we are making progress on those SOL tests. Reading and math every year. But we can't just teach to a test. We have to educate the whole child and make sure that we are wrapping around services like the summer learning program to make sure that they are successful.
Great. Mr. Yancey?
Thank you, Quentin. I appreciate the question. Look, when we looked at the research, we gave what we felt was a fair, accurate assessment of the time. I could have said, look, when my opponent came on board, that the test scores were actually worse. They were about 19% for science and 21% for writing decline. But I took a more global perspective. The question was about the education and where we're at and where we're going and on SOLs. Well, I helped to support the legislation that reduced the number of SOLs. But I also want to add that we supported legislation that would get more parents, more teachers, more administrators, principals involved in the SOL test because we want meaningful SOLs. Supported legislation that said, what is the portrait of a high school graduate of the Commonwealth of Virginia? Senator Miller was a huge leader in that regards. The purpose of what we're trying to do is to have young people prepared for the workforce. If the tests are difficult, bear in mind who our competition is. China, Germany. The intensity to which they are bringing into the workforce, their young people that are well-trained, we also need to be well-trained, and we need to put the young people that we're training prepared for that workforce. I made a comment some time ago where I was at an event here with the City of Newport News, with a legislative breakfast where I talked about the young people I coach. And at that time I said that the young people that I coach have never came up to me and said, it's been my dream that I would live a life of quiet desperation. We are working to put the resources where the young people need in order to be able to go out there and to do the best that they can. We want the kids to succeed. We are challenging the kids to be successful so that when they enter into the workforce, they have the confidence with the education that they've received to be able to be the best that they can.
Great. You have the opportunity for a short rebuttal if you'd like.
Yeah, I would just say this is typical of Republicans to criticize our schools and the progress that we're making while cutting our funding. Our funding level...
You guys, please hold it, or we're gonna let's let everyone have the opportunity to finish. All right.
Our funding level is down $500 per student than it was in 2009, adjusted for inflation. So our teachers are paid about $7,800 less than the national average. So we are not getting the support that we need from the General Assembly.
Great. The next question is going to go to Mr. Yancey.